So we had started with accounting standards. Accounting standards are nothing but the guidelines or norms, rules and regulations since 1977, issued by ICAI. uh, okay, along with the help of ASB, that is the Accounting Standard Board. Okay, so who qualifies for an accounting standard? All the companies and the non-companies, that is corporates and the non-corporates. Okay, then I had highlighted this point. Every company CA has to comply with accounting standards. Okay, why? Because it is mandatory to be followed. And who has to follow accounting standards? Anyone who is a proprietor, who is a partnership firm, who is a joint stock company. Even if you are an NGO, you're an NPO, you are bound to follow accounting standards. Okay. Then what is the purpose for establishing the accounting standard boards? There were only two reasons for the two reasons why the ASB was formed was understandability of the accounting standards, because since before 1977 there were no accounting standards in India. Okay, so as I told you in the last lectures, anyone was following anything they like. Okay, they were doing everything according to their wills, according to their wishes. Okay, so that is why there was a need to establish an accounting standard board, okay, for the understandability of the accounting standards and for the uniformity of accounting standards in India. Then what does the AS tells you about? The accounting standards speaks about the objective, the scope or the applications where it is applied, the definition and the recognition and measurement, how to recognize an accounting standard, how to measure it, and the presentation and disclosure of accounting standards in books of accounts. Okay, so here I had been telling you, you will be learning AS1, AS2 and AS9. Okay, so all these 5 points you will learn for these 3 accounting standards respectively. ठीक है, फिर हमने लास्ट लेक्चर मैंने आपको ये बताया था एप्लीकेशन ऑफ अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स ऑन एंटिटीज, वेदर यू आई मीन irrespective of your form, whether you are a partnership firm, proprietor, JSCO, NPO, NGO, you are liable to follow accounting standard. So it is irrespective of your form, it is irrespective of your activity, whether you are a commercial activity, trading activity, service provider, you're a manufacturer, you are bound with accounting standards. You have to apply accounting standards. And then irrespective of whether you are profit making or you are not so profit making. Matlab, what has the law done? The law has taken everyone under purview. You cannot escape saying I will not follow accounting standards because I am a non-profit making organization. Okay, so they have very much added non-profit organizations also into their purview. Okay, so nobody is left, nobody can escape from accounting, from following accounting standards. Everything the law has included in the definition. Okay, then I told you why accounting standards. Accounting standards has to be followed because it is useful in financial statements, and these financial statements have now been renamed as general purpose financial statements. And then I told you what does financial statements include. Financial statements में क्या क्या आता है? Financial statements में आता है trading and profit and loss account, balance sheet, cash flow statement and notes to accounts. पहले इसमें 5 होती थी चीजें, एक और था fund flow statement, which has been removed now. Okay, so now there are only 4 elements in financial statements: trading P&L, balance sheet, cash flow and notes to accounts. Okay. Application of AS, it is for the corporates and for other, that is non-corporates. So yeah, we had done this SMCs. Now what are SMCs as per the as per the legal definition, as per the Companies Act? It is a company whose equity or debt securities is not listed or will not be listed in future. Okay, not in the process of listing, na listed hai or na future mein kabhi list hoga. Okay, that. Okay, in the stock exchange in India or outside India. Fine. Then it should not be a bank, it should not be a financial institution, and it should not be a insurance company. Then SMCs should not have a turnover, that is sales, of not of more than 50 crores. 50 crores से ऊपर उनका sales नहीं होना चाहिए. मतलब their range is 0 to 50. ओके, हाँ, 0 to 50. तो अगर आप बोलते हो कि आपका सेल्स 0 हुआ है, योर सेल्स आर 0, and you think you will be escaping from accounting standards. No boss, nobody is going to escape you. It says exceeds 50 crores, मतलब 50 crore के नीचे होगा तो you are liable. Okay, okay, तो 50 crore से नीचे मतलब even if you're at zero, it is applicable to you. Okay, yeah, you become you become an SMC for small manufacturer. Okay, for what? For the legal term. Okay, so still अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड इज अप्लाइड टू. ओके, तो लॉ किसी को भी नहीं छोड़ता है. हुज लोन डज नॉट एग्जिस्ट 10 crores, 10 crore से ऊपर आपका लोन नहीं होना चाहिए. ओके, सो इफ यू satisfy these 4 conditions, you come under the category of small companies. Okay, yeah. And what are non-SMCs? Non-SMCs मतलब bigs one, the big companies, the big corporates or the medium corporates. So okay, so for non-SMCs, all accounting standards are to be followed. Okay, now listen carefully. What do I mean by all accounting standards are to be followed? Now, as I told you earlier, there were 32 accounting standards, which has now been clubbed to 28. Okay, 4 accounting standards हटाए नहीं है, उनको क्लब कर दिया है, किसी अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड के साथ क्लब कर दिया है. जैसे आई विल टेल यू, देयर वाज अर्लियर एन अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड कॉल्ड AS6, accounting standard 6, which used to deal with depreciation. So AS6 earlier was depreciation accounting. अभी उसको किसके साथ मर्ज कर दिया है? AS10 के साथ. AS10 is what? AS10 is fixed asset accounting, valuation of fixed assets. तो obviously depreciation और appreciation ये सब terminologies कहाँ used होती है? Assets के लिए. तो इसलिए वो लोग ने क्या किया अभी? ICAI ने अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड 6 और अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड 10 को मर्ज कर दिया. अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड हटाया नहीं है. सो जस्ट डोंट थिंक कि पहले 32 था मतलब 4 हटा दिया. हटाए नहीं है, कोई ना कोई अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स को दूसरे अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स के साथ मर्ज किया है. Okay, am I clear about it? So at present there are 28 accounting standards. So all the 28 accounting standards are applicable to non-SMCs. Non-SMCs matlab who are large companies, who are medium scale companies. Okay, so what about SMCs, the small companies? What do you think? उनके लिए accounting standards exempted है? No, नहीं exempted है. They also have to follow all the accounting standard, subject to some exemptions. Okay, subject to few exemptions. Okay, say for example, if I tell you, say I'm just giving an example. Okay, say accounting standard 2, which is about stock valuation. Okay, say for the non-SMCs, the whole accounting standard 2 is applicable, पूरा का पूरा. Okay, say there are 10 paragraphs. 10 paragraphs matlab there are 10 legal points, there are 10 legal frameworks which has to be followed, which is given by the Chartered Accountant Institute. Okay, so there are 10 paragraphs to it. तो हो सकता है कि SMCs के लिए 10 paragraphs are not applicable, but the whole AS2 is applicable. Say the last 2 paragraphs are not applicable. तो 10 paragraphs में से 2 paragraph minus कर दो, कितना हो गया? 8 paragraphs. So SMCs के लिए 8 paragraphs are applicable, मतलब they have got an exemption of 2 paragraphs. So वो 2 paragraphs are not applicable to them. But for non-SMCs, the whole AS2 is applicable. So what the law is doing, the law is not saying that if you are a small company, so we will exempt you from certain accounting standards. No, they are saying all accounting standards are applicable to you, but subject to exemption. Okay, am I clear, students? Just acknowledge it in the chat box. Okay, fine. Great. Thank you, students. Thank you so much. ठीक है, तो ये सब छोटी छोटी चीजें मत भूलना. हाँ, तो नॉन एसएमसीज एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए आई एम नॉट राइटिंग एनीथिंग मच फॉर नॉन एसएमसीज, बिकॉज जो एसएमसी नहीं है, आई मीन, तो वो नॉन एसएमसी है ऑब्वियसली, है ना. तो नॉन एसएमसीज में कम्स योर लार्ज स्केल कंपनीज, योर medium scale companies, and SMCs may come to small scale companies. Okay. Yes, dear. For non-SMCs, yeah, Radhika, all AS has to be followed because they are large-scale companies. Are large-scale companies को आप कैसे छोड़ सकते हो? Because they are large-scale, they are big profit-making organizations, so you cannot exempt them from accounting standards. All AS to be followed मतलब AS के अंदर जितने paragraphs होते हैं, वो भी they have to follow. जैसे मैंने भी example दिया AS2 में, if there are 10 paragraphs, so for non-SMCs, all 10 paragraphs under AS2 is mandatory, compulsory. But for SMCs, they may exempt the 2 paragraphs. Only first 8 they may keep, and last ka 2 they can say it is exempted for SMCs. Okay, ऐसा. I mean to say this. Okay. Yeah. Now coming on to the other categories, that is the non-corporates. So non-corporates में ये 3 level आते हैं. Okay, these 3 level comes in non-corporates. Level 1, level 2, and level 3. Okay. So what are these non-corporates? Okay, now listen carefully. हाँ, ये जो हमने यहाँ लिखा था ना SMCs के लिए, I'll show it just a minute. हमने ये SMCs के लिए लिखा था ना, ये 4 points, these 4 points which were applicable for SMCs. Okay, opposite of it is applicable for level 1. I repeat, SMC's 4 points, opposite of it is applicable for level 1 under non-corporates. Now see, I'll read it carefully for you all. Just pay attention. Level 1, what is level 1 according to accounting standards? Okay, matlab according to the ICAI. It says level 1 में क्या क्या आता है? First, enterprises whose debt or equity securities is listed. SMCs में क्या था? Not listed. इधर क्या है? उसका उल्टा, it should be listed. और is in the process of listing. Future में list होने के process में होना चाहिए. Okay? उल्टा, SMC के definition का उल्टा इधर है. In stock exchange in India or outside India. So your equity shares should be in the process of being listed or is already listed in the stock exchange in India or whether it is outside India. ठीक है? तो just थोड़ा बच्चे लोग दिमाग लगाओ. Law देखो किसी को भी नहीं छोड़ता है. Sorry. Okay. Next, second point. What was the second point in SMC? It should not be a bank, not a financial institution, and not an insurance company. इधर क्या बोलता है? It should be a bank, it should be a financial institution, and it should be an insurance company. Opposite of that. Okay. Next, third point, for SMC whose turnover does not exceed rupees 50 crores. और इधर क्या बोलता है? Whose turnover exceeds 50 crores. Okay. तो जो 0 to 50 के range में आते हैं, for their sales. That sales means turnover. Yeah. So they are SMCs. If you are crossing 50 crores and above, okay, तो पहले हमको क्या लग रहा था अभी तक? Okay, 0 to 50 वाला SMC है. तो 50 से ऊपर जो कमा रहा है, जो 50 crore से ऊपर कमा रहा है, उसका क्या? According to the law, they come under level 1. Okay? Yeah. Whose turnover exceeds 50 crores and who has taken a loan exceeding 10 crores. Okay? So, law के हिसाब से ये लोग भी accounting standards पूरा follow करेंगे. Okay? So, I'm writing here. All AS are to be followed. Okay? Make a note of this point. Okay? तब तक ये note down करो. Under non-corporates, level 1, level 2, level 3. So non-SMC and level 1, yeah, they are same. Obviously, see, I mean same in the sense that they both have to follow all the accounting standards. There is no exemption to them. Okay, सब पूरा उनको follow करना है, all 28 along with the paragraphs. Whereas SMC level 2 and level 3 are subject to exceptions. Okay. Coming to level 2, okay, so write down for level 2, first one, all enterprises whose turnover this is the abbreviation for turnover, T slash O. Okay, turnover exceeds 1 crore and loan exceeds 1 crore. Okay, so see, they are big companies. Okay. So can you understand the students? ये जो नॉन एसएमसी है वो यही है, नॉन कॉर्पोरेट्स. नॉन एसएमसी मतलब बिग कंपनीज ना. तो बिग कंपनीज आर कैटेगराइज्ड एट लेवल 1, लेवल 2 एंड लेवल 3. Yeah, loan amount exceeds 1 crore. Yeah, Sakshi. For level 2, yes. Okay. तो ये जो मैंने नॉन एसएमसीज लिखा है, वो नॉन एसएमसीज बिग कंपनीज with big profits, big amount of sales. तो उसी में you have level 1, level 2 and level 3. ये नीचे से ऊपर जा रहा है, लेवल 1, लेवल 2, लेवल 3. लेवल 1 मतलब 50 crores एंड अबव. लेवल 2 मतलब 1 crore एंड अबव. नहीं, उससे कम हो गया ना. लेवल 2 कम है, 1 crore. उससे छोटा. लेवल 1 मतलब सबसे बड़ा. लेवल 2 उससे नीचे छोटा. एंड लेवल 3, people who don't fall in level 1, level 2 will fall in level 3. Okay, this is the best thing a law does, you know. जो फर्स्ट में नहीं आता, सेकंड में नहीं आता, वो थर्ड में आता है. ऐसा मतलब किसी को भी छोड़ते नहीं है. ओके, लाइक दिस. या सो लेवल 1, लेवल 2 एंड लेवल 3. इंडिया का इनकम टैक्स लॉ भी ऐसा ही है, किसी को नहीं छोड़ते, हम सबसे टैक्स वसूलते हैं. ओके, या हम किसी सबके साथ सेम व्यवहार करते हैं, हम सबसे टैक्स वसूलते हैं. ओके, इंडियन रेवेन्यू हैज टू इंक्रीज, तो इसलिए हम सबसे टैक्स वसूलते हैं. तो इंडियन टैक्स सिस्टम भी ऐसा ही है. इफ यू डोंट दे कैटेगराइज योर टैक्स laws. If you don't that is the first level. The second level, people who earn more than 10 lakhs, people who earn between 5 to 10 lakhs. Okay, उन पे भी people who earn more than 10 lakhs, they pay 30% of the taxes. Okay, people who earn between 5 to 10 lakhs in a year, I am talking, yeah, they pay 20% of the taxes. एंड जो बेचारे नीचे वाले हैं, मतलब बिलो 5 lakhs वाले, उनसे भी टैक्स वसूलते हैं. ओके, लाइक दिस. तो ऐसा होता है लेवल 1, लेवल 2, लेवल 3. तो जो लेवल 1 2 में नहीं आता, तो ये मत सोचो कि जो 5 लाख से नीचे कमाता है वो टैक्स नहीं भरेगा, वो भी टैक्स भरता है. ओके, उसको लेवल 3 में डाल के उसको टैक्स भरवाते हैं ऐसा. बट या देर आर एग्जाम्पशंस इन दैट ऑल्सो. ओके, आई एम जस्ट गिविंग एन एग्जाम्पल कि व्हाट डज इट मीन. Anything that doesn't come in 1 and 2 will come under 3. Okay, yeah. So nobody is left, everybody is under the purview. Okay, now okay, just a minute, student, I need to open your, wait. Start giving your attendance in the chat box, students. Yeah, there are last 10 minutes, and pay attention over the screen. Okay, yeah. Okay. So coming on to the next part. For the time being, level 3, I'm keeping it blank. What is level 3? Anything that doesn't come in level 1 and level 2 will fall in level 3. Okay. Yeah. Now let us understand some other important aspects. Okay. Just note this down, students. Since 1st April 2016. Okay, I repeat, since 1st April 2016, that is on or after, मतलब 1st April 2016 से लेके उसके बाद, on or after, Ind AS, Indian Accounting Standards, are mandatory to apply for corporates with turnover exceeding rupees 500 crores, such a big amount. Okay, I'm writing here. These words are important. I'll show you where I had discussed about Ind AS with you all. I'll take you back. Okay, so I have not discussed about Ind AS with you. Okay, I guess when I did this with you, what syllabus? हाँ, syllabus में था. Yeah, when I had discussed the syllabus with you, I had showed you वहाँ पे introduction to accounting standards था and introduction to Ind AS, Indian Accounting Standards भी था. Okay, so coming on to that. So Indian Accounting Standards is what? It has been issued by again ICAI. Okay, since 1st April 2016, it is compulsory in India. Okay, to companies whose turnover is more than 500 crores. Okay, then Ind AS is compulsory, Indian Accounting Standards. Okay, there is a difference obviously between accounting standards and Ind AS. Okay, okay. So write down the further purview. First, companies whose equity or debt, that is debt securities, is listed or in the process of listing. In India, in stock exchange in India or outside India. Stock exchange in India or outside India. Okay. एंड इसके साथ एक और कंडीशन ये लोग ने जोड़ दिया है. एंड whose net worth. ओके, डेफिनेशन में और एक सेंटेंस ऐड कर दिया है. whose net worth is more than rupees 500 crores. Okay, so just don't forget you have to satisfy this condition. And बोला है ना, मतलब you have to satisfy both. Rest in other definitions, the definition is only up to outside India. Companies whose equity or debt is listed or in the process of listing in the stock exchange in India or outside India. That's it. The second word is not associated. Okay, but यहाँ पे this is the new word which is associated. Net worth is more than rupees 500 crores. So this is the new sentence. मतलब what has the law done? The law has written everything same definition, but there is an inclusion in the definition, and that is the word net worth. Okay, this is the inclusion in the definition. Okay, next. Okay, we have last 2 minutes, fine, but we can do this last part. So ये हो गया मेरा first. Next, B1. Companies whose net worth exceeds rupees 500 crores. Okay, now see the condition. Okay, see the condition. Whether listed or not listed. Okay, see how smart they are. ऊपर क्या बोल रहे हैं? that you should be with a net worth of 500 crores. Niche bhi they are saying the same thing. You should be with a net worth of over 500 crores. Upper they are saying in paragraph A that you should be listed or in the process of listing. And down they are saying doesn't matter whether you are listed or not listed. You will have to follow what Ind AS. Is this clear? See how smartly the law is framed. Yeah. Upper they are saying you have to have a net worth of 500 crores. Niche paragraph B maybe also they are saying you should have a net worth of 500 crores. But see the difference. A may they are saying you have to be listed in India or outside India, or you are in the process of listing in India or outside India. But down they are saying you are listed or you are not listed. We are not bothered. You are in the purview because your sales is more than 500 crores. Clear? Up to here, is it clear? Is it clear till here? Just acknowledge.